Bloodstained creator Koji Igarashi was one of the lead developers who helped turn Konami's Castlevania series into an iconic franchise with legendary games like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. But when Konami shifted toward developing shorter mobile games and slot machines instead of traditional console titles, Igarashi decided to leave the company and launch his own series. In 2015, Igarashi asked fans to help fund a spiritual successor to Castlevania. That game was Bloodstained. Ritual of the Night. More than 60,000 backers pledged a combined $5.5 million to the Bloodstained Kickstarter project, more than 10 times Igarashi's original goal of $500,000. The finished product was everything fans were hoping for, reviving the classic gameplay of Castlevania with fresh characters and an overhauled presentation. Igarashi's development team is still delivering extra content thanks to the additional crowdfunding. This colorful crossover blends Nintendo's Legend of Zelda franchise with the indie smash hit Crypt of the Necrodancer. Cadence of Hyrule is built like a classic Zelda game with a huge map and dungeons to explore. But players must follow the music to move through the adventure. The soundtrack is filled with wonderful remixes of classic Zelda songs created by the celebrated video game composer Danny Baranowski. Each specific area and weapon in Cadence of Hyrule has its own rhythm and players are rewarded for playing to the beat. Fire Emblem Three Houses brings Nintendo's military strategy franchise to the Switch for the very first time. This series has typically been reserved for Nintendo's weaker portable consoles, but the move to Switch encouraged the game's creators to include more cinematic storytelling, voice acting, and visual flair to bring fresh excitement to the game's lengthy campaign. The turn-based gameplay of Fire Emblem is as engaging as ever, allowing players to recruit and train their own army of memorable characters. Though the game can take a long time to complete, the steady pace makes it an ideal companion for the portable Switch. Fire Emblem Three Houses lets players choose between three different factions that define how they experience the story. That also gives the game tons of replay value since each faction has a different perspective.